Yo, what is up, guys? It's Aaron Cartel here, back with another video, and this is a regular video. This is the 500 subscriber special. Yes, sir. Right? Oh yeah, bet. Alright, I'm gonna make this as good as I can with you guys. I ain't doing no scripts because I'm doing this big stuff in my head. Alright, but I'm doing it because I love you guys. You know, you guys are W's, walking W's, and jits. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on auto notification. Let's get started.
こいつまだ寝てやがる。もらった。
For you guys who may not know who Shido is a guy that's in the thumbnail, and he is my profile picture. He's like one of my favorite. He's like my second favorite. And what he truly is in Blue Lock, Ryosei Shido is a contender for the Blue Lock project who currently plays for Francis Perk's ex-gen. Shido, like most forwards, has no concrete dream of becoming the world's best striker, but rather seeks to enjoy life to the fullest by playing football. Out of the original 300 forwards chosen to be a part of the Blue Lock project, Shido is an ideal candidate for the type of striker Eagle strives to create. After the match against the Japan U20 team, Shido ranked as one of the top players in Blue Lock. As for Shido's personality, Shido is another eccentric player in Blue Lock who has a strong penchant for violence, or more specifically, physical altercations. At the core, Shido's personality is a drive to play football, not because it is the sport he enjoys playing, but because to him it is a biological phenomenon that makes him feel complete. According to Shido, everybody wants to pass on their genes and leave their mark on the world. Scoring goals is Shido's way of doing that, and that is his sole focus. He gets excited from playing high level football with other high level players and is bored of people who cannot make him explode or do not explode themselves. He could be considered a popular opposite of Rin Itoshi, being completely self-sufficient and instinctive in his football. A noticeable trait of Shido is his propensity for violence to get what he wants, often than being unwilling to work with most people, if anybody at all. He seems completely aware and content with the toxicity of his behavior and only feels slight remorse about once is electrocuted and locked up for being overly aggressive and threatening seriously bodily injury to others. Because he was basically locked up in that chamber when he's talking to Saitoshi, and that's the reason why he's so strong. Like, bro, you just don't know. As for Shido's ability, his ability or archetype is goal poacher. Goal poachers are forwards who wait in the 6-yard box or the penalty area for a cross, pass, or loose ball and pounce to try to score a goal. The poaching refers to the fact that they will often score a goal out of the slightest of opportunities. Steal a goal, and goal poachers usually play as the center forwards or second strikers. Shido, with his sharp reflex and monster instinct, has an uncanny ability to position himself as a critical point in the penalty box and score goals the most players wouldn't even think to attempt. His self-sufficient playstyle revolves around him positioning himself perfectly towards the goal as he waits for the ball and score goals. Shido also has a tendency to take shots in midair and can even do without looking, a testament to his skill as a poacher. He is an expert at producing monstrous goals for inadequate positions. Skills, superior football technique. He also has extreme spatial awareness. Okay, this here is actually unique. Shido's main ability is an extreme spatial perception, as opposed to other types of spatial awareness like Ren, Isagi, and many others that take into account the player's positions and weapons. Shido's spatial awareness is geared towards to goal at all times. This is the key to his perfect scoring ability within the penalty area. Since Shido is able to see the goal whenever he is in the penalty area, even without physically facing it. In addition to this, when he's in the flow, Shido is able to perceive the location of the goal, even outside of the range of penalty area. Okay, I'm going to talk about this man's strength because I told y'all this. His dominant physicality. Shido is physically strongest and the most dominant player in Blue Lock. His physical strength alone is enough to nearly crush Igarashi's skull and kick back Kunigami, another physically dominant player. because Kunigami is a big dude. Just if you haven't seen Kunigami's body, you should have at least seen it first or second episode. At least first episode. This man's built, okay. She was able to basically circumvent his opponent defense, constantly leveraging his superior physicality over them by breaking past them in and off the ball fight with his, movements. And he has aggressive dribble, reflex, drive shot, bicycle kick, no look goal, high spin drive shot, dragon drive, flow state, big bang drive, and that's basically it. But let's actually start with this video. Okay, so Shido, he's from basically Tokyo. If you guys don't know, he's from Tokyo. As he goes like whatever jail, like whatever school he goes to that allows him to have soccer. As he goes against who is it? Yeah, Masukaze High School. As his team's going against Masukaze, and you got some people like go Shido. As Shido's well known, like really well known, and mainly because his aggressive behavior. And his goals are nice too. And they're basically winning. It's like 7-0. Like, how can you let this happen? And he scores the goal, not even passing it to Tadachan, which was the original person that Isagi passed to, which basically led to the guy hitting the goalpost and letting another opposition get the ball. So yeah, but he doesn't pass. But the coach yells at him saying, "Shido, why didn't you pass? You can't just have to. You basically just sunlight all for yourself." He says, "Yes, I can. That's what soccer is all about. Then these positions and whatever the passing or this one for all stuff that you're talking about, it doesn't matter to me. I can care less. Soccer is about scoring goals." As people says, "Hey, Shido, how's it like being an MVP?" He's going to nationals. He says, "Man, whatever. But I want to score more goals and play with like high level players because it's not that I want to be the world's best player, striker. I just feel complete playing it. It's just like I solely play this. If I can't, I would be bored out of my mind. I'll probably die not playing this." So yeah. He says playing football, my cells, they just evolve while playing and they're running, everything. As they said, "Oh, okay." He said, why don't you pass?" He says, "Because I'm playing on an average team with average teammates. And you go with this average code talking about all for one and one for all. Like, come on now. As the way I see it, I see all for one. And all for one is for me. So guess I'm not passing it to anyone. And all of them suck. Trust me. Even though they see me as a complete." But she was basically telling them that he's the one carrying the team. As after all of that, he walks off, and the next day it's time, for him to wake up again and start with like his morning routine. But Shido basically get a letter telling him that he's certified athlete and joined Blue Lock. It's gonna be 300 participants or whatnot like that. It says, "Oh, program. It's from UFJ. That I don't think it's UFJ. No, UJA. I forgot. They see a football league thing." As he basically walks in, as he sees Kira's basically trying to talk to him. He says, "Shut up." As Kira, he turns around and says, "Maybe not." As Shido, he says, "So there's a lot of people in here." So this like it wasn't bluffing at all. As we get Ego, he says, "Hello, you real life people." As he's like, "What?" He says, "You heard me. You unpolished gems, diamonds in the rough. You guys, welcome to the Blue Lock. I am Ego Jinpachi if I haven't introduced myself. I'm the one who's going to be running this Blue Lock facility. And what we want here is ego. No one, you guys must have heard this saying, one for all and all for one. But what we need here is all for one. And you can make that happen just basically by your ego. Not too passionate to your teammates. What we want here is the top scorer. As what soccer is about? It's about just scoring goals. As Shido says, "This guy understands me." And he says, knock people off their feet, let them like fall to their own downfall. You're the person that destroyed their dreams. But guys, listen here. If you guys lose in Blue Lock, you are forever permanently banned, lifetime. Have a lifetime ban of ever trying out for the national Japanese team. As everyone, they're like, oh crap, I don't know, man. I might have to dip. Like, I don't want to crush my dreams like that. Me and my team are already close to nationals. You know, Shido, he's the first one to run out. I'm not gonna lie, he's the first one to run out. He says, I'm a striker. And, everyone runs out beside him. He's like, all right, fine, man. We'll play your game, right? So, basically like that. As Shido, he walks in. He says, my rank is 3. And, Team Z. Shido was originally supposed to play as Team A, but, I don't know what teams like Team A went against, basically like that, so I'm just gonna swap it. You guys should know, because that will just make the whole story, like, confusing, like, real confusing. As, he sees Kira, whatever, they basically all have the same encounter, but, he basically, like, knocks out not Gagamaru, Garuma Igarashi is basically in his face, and, kicks him away. So basically, Ego, he gets back on a like TV screen. He basically tells them they're going to be playing a different type of tag, and it's with a soccer ball. If you're the last one in possession, you still haven't tagged anybody, and when the clock says 0, you're locking off. You know what that means? You're going to be banned and say goodbye to your dreams. And got Igarashi, he has the ball, and he says, "Fine, since I'm ranked 300, I might as well, at least help myself to survive." Right? So he starts chasing everybody. And everyone's just making sure, avoiding Igarashi, just so, there are chances of actually staying here, living here, and, their career not slipping out of their hands, just trying to survive, right? As Shido, he says, this is really boring. As, but he sees the kicking power of, Kunigamis. Kunigamis, all right. As he also sees, like, Batra. He gets the ball, but Batra takes it away from him. It's like, what? It's Batra. He says, thanks. As he gets the ball, basically, he, like, sort of aims for Igarashi, but, it bounces back. And Igarashi sort of has the, like, way to, like, slip out of this one, because he already hurt his ankle while falling when Batra landed on him. I forgot to add in that Batra was sleeping. My bad. As, it's the penalty area. This is the penalty area like this. Like I said, he's already good, like the poaching. So he says, wait a minute. This is exactly like the penalty area. I can see everything. With his extreme spatial awareness, this man is going to start going haywire. He takes the ball, and there's only a few seconds left as he in his flow state. As, he shoots it up and does a dragon drive, leading it and up in Kira's face. Kira's flabbergasted. He says, what? And, Ego, he says, lock off. And, basically he's screaming. This man raging. He says, what? Controller player. Aim assist. Like, bro, that's hacking. But, he says, you led to your own downfall. And guys, this is the end of, part 1 of What If. Shido was the main protagonist. Yeah, as always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so I can push out more content. Peace out, jits. We gone.